Ladies and gentlemen, we would like everyone to please take a moment, consider first the safety of everyone who is both participating in the game, cheering and carrying on for the game, traveling to and from the game. Please keep in mind our first responders and those who are out there protecting us both here and abroad. Please join us in a moment of silence. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wood Forest Bank Stadium for tonight's 13-6A district game between two Conroe ISD schools. We've got the College Park Cavaliers and the Grand Oaks Grizzlies here for you tonight at the bank as the sun is setting. Should have a beautiful evening of football coming up here for you in a little over 14 minutes away from kickoff tonight. And thank you all for joining us on this Conroe ISD Athletics live stream. My name is Jeremy McGrail, and I'll be joined tonight by one of our students in Conroe ISD, Darasimi. Thank you for joining us tonight on this broadcast. And tonight we have College Park, who is coming into this game at 4-0 overall, 2-0 in district, against Grand Oaks, who is 3-1 overall, 3 wins to 1 loss, and 1-1 in district. Grand Oaks lost to the Woodlands 45-14 and then rebounded with a 58-0 win over Cleveland last week. And on the other side with College Park, had an undefeated non-district where they won 2 games, and then in district they've continued their hot streak, beating Oak Ridge 61-14 last week, and the week prior they beat Conroe High 35-0. College Park has actually been one of the more impressive teams in the entire state of Texas through their first 4 games, and they're going to want to try and keep their momentum going here tonight by continuing to win against Grand Oaks. And then the Grizzlies, likewise, are looking to get a win that would greatly help them in their chase for one of the 4 playoff spots that are available in District 13-6A, and it always helps to get a win over one of the teams at the top of the district. So, of course, the Grizzlies will be coming here tonight looking to give College Park their first loss of the season. That'll be a big task for Grand Oaks, and we will see if they can execute to a level that will allow them to do just that and stay in this game with a chance in the fourth quarter. I think we're going to have a very entertaining game for you here tonight, and we hope you'll stick with us throughout as we bring you the action. And we will have a good time here at the bank up here in a couple of minutes. We're going to have some sponsor commercials, and then we will be just about ready to bring the teams out of the locker room at that point and get started on the field here tonight with some good football. So, again, thank you all for joining us on this stream, and stick around for the entire game. And, of course, at halftime, we'll turn the field mic up so y'all can hear the great performances from the band and drill teams and cheerleaders when that time comes here in a little while. We will see you here in a few minutes, right before the teams come out.
Wood Forest National Bank, where convenience meets community. With over 30 branch locations in and around Montgomery County, we're always close by to help you with your banking needs. But we're more than just a bank, we're proud supporters of our local community, dedicated to making Montgomery County a better place to live and work. Experience the difference at Wood Forest National Bank. Convenient, caring, and committed to you.
Imagine you are her, or him. Like everyone, a sprain, tear, or nagging ache can set you back. Until your expert orthopedic team at Houston Methodist uses advanced technology to personalize a treatment plan that's minimally invasive, heals your pain, and gets you back to life on your terms. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it for you. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Keating Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Conroe ISD Athletics. We're suited up to equip your team with a versatile Silverado, heavy-duty or Colorado, spacious Tahoe and Suburban, or sporty Equinox, Trax, and Trailblazer. Keating Chevrolet has a large selection of certified pre-owned. After you've left it all on the field, come pick out your next Chevrolet at Keating Chevrolet. Keating Chevrolet is pleased to partner with Conroe ISD for every game, every play, every win. Come visit us today or browse online at KeatingChevrolet.com.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you. And you. And you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
And welcome everyone back to Wood Forest Bank Stadium after those great commercials. We are just a few minutes away from bringing the players back out onto the field here and getting ready to kick off our action here tonight. Got a little over 7 minutes until we kick off and run the hype video for the home team, College Park, when they come out of the tunnel here in a moment. College Park will be wearing their navy blue uniforms tonight, navy blue jerseys and pants, where Grand Oaks will be in their white jerseys, I believe, tonight. When they come out on the visitor side, the sun almost completely setting over across the way there, so those traveling fans from just down the road in Grand Oaks be happy about that. Should have a really beautiful Friday evening settling in for us here as the sun sets here at Wood Forest Bank Stadium. We're just moments away from the teams coming out tonight and getting our action started in this 13-6A district game here among Conroe ISD counterparts that will be very important to the playoff race in this district, 13-6A, in determining, helping us take another step in determining, rather, who wins the 4 playoff spots in this district. So far in the standings, we have Willis and College Park both at 2-0, so they're the only 2 undefeated teams we have in 13-6A so far. The Woodlands then follows at 2-1 in district, and then after that, you have Grand Oaks, Conroe High, and Oak Ridge tied at 1-1 in district. And then New Caney at 0-1, and Haney Creek and Cleveland at 0-2 apiece. So you can see, based on those records, just how important tonight is for Grand Oaks being in that traffic jam for the 4th playoff spot, which will determine who the last team to get in from this district is, perhaps, unless one of those teams in that cluster I just mentioned between Grand Oaks, Conroe High, Oak Ridge, or New Caney can kind of punch their way up the district standings and challenge one of those top 3. So tonight is a perfect chance for Grand Oaks to do just that against one of those top 3 teams I just mentioned in College Park. College Park just been absolutely on fire to start this season so far, so looking forward to seeing them again here tonight. I've seen Grand Oaks play as well. Looking forward to seeing the Grizzlies and how they look compared to the first time I saw them against the Woodlands a couple of weeks back. So I think we're going to have a great night of football. And the teams are out and about ready to run through the tunnel. We'll have the hype video and then come back to you after the national anthem.
that's great. You're more than welcome to join us on this. It's just going to be a little faster than we did on the field, but feel free to play with us.
And we have teams on the field just about ready to get kicked off here in a couple of moments. It's College Park running out after Grand Oaks. Teams will line up for our national anthem, and then we will be ready to kick the ball off here tonight. Players looking good and fired up down on the sidelines. Be back with you here in a moment after the anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. The gentlemen remove their caps, and please everyone remain standing until the officers have left the field after the national anthem. Tonight's program, Marine Corps Rifle Bearer, Cadet Second Lieutenant Noah Cassidy. Texas Flag Bearer, Cadet First Sergeant Zach Banner. National Ensign, Cadet First Lieutenant Tasala Kaluu'ui. National Ensign Rifle Bearer, Cadet Captain Alyssa C. Tonight's national anthem is sung by the Cavalier Chorale under the direction of Benjamin Aaron Booker.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly
And we are just about ready to play football tonight. Here's the captains come out to midfield. My name is Jeremy McRail, joined on this broadcast tonight by Darcimi, one of our great students from Conroe ISD at the Woodlands High School, a junior. So Darcimi, what is your favorite part about growing up in Conroe ISD and being a student in this district?
Definitely all the opportunities that I've had, such as commentating here tonight and being a part of track, which I really enjoy, and all the clubs that I get. The opportunities to be part of is really great.
Yeah, very cool. Great to hear that, and yeah, really cool what this district is able to do. Such a big district with all the schools we have, and just these productions alone are an impressive quality of this district. So it looks like Grand Oaks has won the toss and will receive the ball here first tonight as we get started on this kickoff. As I mentioned in the pregame, for anyone just joining us now, critically important game that we're about to play here in Conroe ISD in the race for the playoff positioning in 13-6A College Park at 2-0 atop the district standings along with Willis. Right now, the only two unbeaten teams in the district, actually. College Park will be going to Willis next week. But first things first, tonight they've got to play a hungry Grand Oaks squad that's sitting at 1-1 in district and wants to fight for their own positioning in this playoff race as well. Grand Oaks is tied with Conroe High and Oak Ridge, and then New Caney's kind of right there as well in that pack that are chasing one of the four playoff positions available in 13-6A. You've got Willis, College Park, and the Woodlands kind of sitting atop the standings right now. So for Grand Oaks, this is an opportunity to come out here tonight and try and get a win against someone who's just ahead of them in the standings. It would put a huge feather in their cap and give them an outstanding chance to reach the state playoffs. But College Park been one of the more impressive teams in the entire state of Texas to start this season, actually, with the numbers that they're putting up in the way that they've gone about beating their first four opponents. But got to be consistent from week to week, so they need to come out and do it again tonight to keep the momentum going. So here are the Cavs about to send the ball deep. We have our kickoff tonight. Ball's going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And on that kickoff is Beckett Cook for the Cavaliers, junior. And with that, we will have the Grizzlies offense coming out for their first possession of the night here tonight. This College Park defense, their defensive line in particular, presents a ton of problems for opponents this season with how disruptive they are. So Grand Oaks is going to have to do a great job just to get these guys blocked and keep Grant Smith, their quarterback, from getting sacked. So here is Grand Oaks going to the running game to start. It's going to be stacked up, though, for no gain there on first down. That running game is going to be extremely important to trying to offset the pressure that College Park is able to generate with their defensive line. They've got to try and keep this Cav front honest throughout the game, even if it's not working particularly well. They've got to throw them off of the scent as much as they can. So power set in the shotgun again for Grand Oaks on 2nd and 10. Some movement. Flag does come down, run around the left side. Again, it's stacked up for no gain, but could have been a free play for Grand Oaks. Like College Park may have jumped across. That's what's being signaled.
We got offsides on the defense.
So Grand Oaks will take that. They'll get 5 free yards out of that. Darcimi, nice little result there for Grand Oaks to get a positive play.
We got offsides, defense. 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 for our down and distance after that penalty. We have number 11, Grant Smith, the senior quarterback, in split back shotgun formation in the backfield, showing heavy run. Again, movement on the D-line. They're going to go deep up the right sideline. Darnell Jackson, intended receiver. Well-thrown football, almost caught, but just incomplete.
Quarterback number 11, Grant
And there was some movement up front, but no flag came down. So it looks like College Park was able to stay just onside there and avoid another offsides. Smith took his shot and had Darnell Jackson, one of his main targets, available. It was really a perfectly thrown ball. He couldn't have dropped that in much better than he did. So here we go, third down, shotgun, 2 receivers in the formation. Smith back pass looking right. There's a flare out backfield caught by Keelan Gauss. He's going to have the first down and more. Up the sideline, gets knocked out of bounds around the 44-yard line. That was a really impressive catch by Gauss there. He got turned around. Usually, as a quarterback, you want to lead your receiver up the field on that play, but Gauss had to kind of turn around and stop his momentum a bit to catch that going straight at the sideline as opposed to being able to move upfield. So that was really impressive by him. Made a very difficult play look easy. So some positive momentum for the Grizzlies. 1st and 10.
We have timeout. Grand Oaks.
Timeout on the field to Grand Oaks to make sure they've got all their ducks in a row before they run this next play. They know they've got to be very intentional with everything they do tonight against an opponent as high quality as College Park is this season. No wasted plays tonight. When I watched Grand Oaks play against the Woodlands a couple of weeks ago, Grand Oaks was in that football game until about halfway through the second quarter before the Woodlands kind of started to pour it on in that game. So Grizzlies will be coming out here tonight looking to get as far into the second half and still be in this football game as they can, of course. So ready to resume action. First down. It's again a run, but it is just slung down in the backfield rather unceremoniously, and on that tackle was number 98 R.J. Wims, one of the impressive defensive linemen that I mentioned a moment ago. It's one of 2 sophomores that start for the Cavaliers up front, R.J. Wims and Jordan Grant. Extremely impressive for being as young as they are. It's a loss of 4 yards rather on that. Bring up 2nd and 14. It's a shotgun 3 receiver formation for Grand Oaks. Set up a middle screen, but it's incomplete and got a little bit fortunate that wasn't picked off. Pass went behind the intended receiver, which was Darnell Jackson Jr. So 3rd and 14 now for Grand Oaks on their first possession of the game. Got 1 first down, and now they're backed up a little bit. See if they try and throw it another screen like they did on the last 3rd down, or if they take a shot downfield. Smith backed pass, heavy pressure being applied up the middle. He's going to escape to the left, however, gets the sideline. He's still going. He's going to have the first down. Great scramble. Once again, another 3rd down conversion by Grant Smith. Great job by the Grizzlies to extend this drive. 2 3rd down conversions in a row, and that one was on 3rd and 14. Applying the pressure there for College Park was Lane Ledger coming straight up the middle from the linebacker position. Smith was able to escape him and move the chains into College Park territory. Smith can run it up the middle to Gauss. He's going to pick up 4 yards, 3 yards rather, down to the 41-yard line of College Park. There's Grant Smith signaling in the play. The power shotgun. Going to go right back to the ground game. Try the right side. Ball is out. College Park's going to pick this up. This could go all the way, and it will. He's got a convoy of blockers. They're not going to touch him. No one near him. Touchdown, Cavaliers. There are no flags on the field. Defensive touchdown. College Park had a great drive going there. Couple of unlikely first downs converted, and then that happens. That was Marco Beltran, a senior for the Cavaliers, on the scoop and score there. Absolutely no one nearby. That is how you get momentum in your favor to start a football game as a defense after giving up a couple of first downs. Completely flip the situation on its head. Beckett Koch on for the point after attempt, junior kicker. Good snap, the kick is up and good, so that'll take our score. College Park 7, Grand Oaks 0 with 8 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first quarter. It's an impressive drive, Darcy. Impressive defensive play by College Park there, wasn't it?
Yes, really starting the game off strong.
Yeah, that was fun. So after that defensive touchdown for the Cavaliers, we're right back to where we started the game with College Park kicking the ball off to Grand Oaks. Koch has the ball down, ready to send it back. Had a really nice crowd file into Wood Forest Bank Stadium for tonight's game. Pretty full on both sides. As that kick goes once again into the end zone for a touchback. For Grand Oaks, did some nice things on their first possession by converting the first downs. Have to forget about that turnover. Try and come out here with another set of downs and keep moving the football the same way they were able to on the last drive prior to that turnover. Really got to work hard tonight to find a way to offset the pressure from College Park. Here's Smith going to keep it. He's strung out to the sideline, though, and he's going to battle as much as he can, but he'll be pushed out of bounds for no gain, maybe a slight loss. Be a loss of 1 yard where they spot it. They've actually kept him pretty close to the marker, maybe, slightly lost yards. Giving him about a 6-inch loss on that one. We have two receiver shotgun formation for Grant Smith. He's going to look to the sideline for a play adjustment. Now he's going to call it in. Back to pass. Heavy pressure applied, but he finds his man over the middle. Darnell Jackson caught for a 4-yard gain. It's good recognition by Smith. Knew he had to get rid of that one quickly. Grand Oaks 2 for 2 on third downs here tonight. See if they can make it 3 in a row converted. 3rd and 6. Smith going to roll to the right, throwback left. Looking for the screen. Receiver had it in his hands but couldn't secure it. Maybe turned a little too quickly to get upfield. That was Brian Victorian, the intended receiver, a junior running back. And the punt unit is going to come out for Grand Oaks after that incomplete pass. It's actually a well set up play by the Grizzlies. They had more or less exactly what they wanted there. Just couldn't quite make the play. Punt is back. It's going to hit. That'll be returned deep into Grand Oaks territory. It's Caleb Cortez, a junior, on that return. He's going to set up his offense on the 32-yard line of Grand Oaks after that big return. And with 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the first quarter, we're going to get our first look at the College Park offense here tonight. In Camden Hughes, the junior QB, is out. 3-receiver formation. Out of the shotgun. Reverse. Flea flicker. Now they're going to pass it. Complete. And caught. Touchdown. That is number 10, Brian Snodgrass Jr. on that catch. Quick strike. One play is all they need, and College Park in the end zone once again, so that's 2 scores on the board in quick order for the Cavaliers. With the position they were at on the field after that punt return, that is the perfect time to call a razzle-dazzle play, and that's exactly what they did with the reverse flea flicker. Koch on for the point after attempt. The kick is up and good. Bring the score to College Park 14, Grand Oaks 0 with 6:43 to go in the first quarter. Darcimi, what did you think about that play?
I think they started off really strong offensively. I think it's something that I've seen College Park do in a previous game I watched, where they like to start out strong, picking up on good plays and building momentum.
Yes, that's a great point about College Park. They've been very aggressive on offense this year. They've got a lot of really talented players on their team this year at the quarterback position, receivers and running backs. They've been doing it across the board and making big plays on both sides of the ball. And here early on, people who haven't seen College Park have gotten a taste of why they're sitting here at 4-0 so far for Grand Oaks. Talk a lot about sudden change in football and how you respond to adversity, so that is the challenge for the Grizzlies now, is to keep themselves in the game mentally as much as they can. It's very early on. They've got to get some momentum going in their favor now that College Park has put up 2 quick ones on the board. They've got to stay in it and keep executing to the best of their ability.
Definitely, especially for such an important game in district play.
Yeah, it really becomes such a mental game, and you really train it in practice. There's an onside kick from College Park looking to really pile it on. They think they have it, and they do. College Park recovers that. Yep. So the other thing you talk about in football a lot is avoiding the snowball effect, where things can avalanche on you in a hurry, and not limited to just football, of course, but all team sports, where sometimes momentum turns and it's hard to stop.
We're definitely seeing that here tonight.
Yep, so College Park, their offense is going to come back out. I would not be surprised if they take another one-play shot here at the end zone to really drive their point home early in this game. We'll see. We will see how patient they are. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line, 4 receivers in the shotgun for Hughes. Motion across the formation with Jordan Stiles. Going to throw the quick hitch to Stiles. He's going to catch it, move up the left sideline, catches a block. He's going to gain the first down to move the chains. They keep it simple on that play. Get high percentage. Styles, number 1, and Cromartie, number 11, are two excellent playmakers to look for in the receiver positions for the Cavs. Very talented. Styles motioning across again, coming back inside. Pass complete, and that's going to pick up another chunk of yards for another first down. It's Duke Stevens, junior running back. The chains move again, another first down reset. Cavaliers wanting to keep the tempo up. They're moving fast to try and keep Grand Oaks on its heels. 4 receivers in the formation on 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Motion across with Snodgrass. Up the middle to Stevens, the running back. He's going to try and bounce it, but good defensive play by the Grizzlies. They stack him up. Kevin Ross in on that tackle. Bruce Warren, the sophomore defensive lineman, was also there for the Grizzlies. Number 99. 2nd and 9 for College Park. Got a bunch, 3 receivers to the top side, single receiver to the bottom, 4 receivers in the formation overall. They're going to motion out, empty backfield. They're going to take off Wildcat style with number 2, Tate Chavonik. He's a senior all-purpose player for College Park. There's Chavonik making plays when I watched College Park beat Conroe a couple of weeks ago. He's heavily involved, as was Cromartie. Was really impressive in that game, number 11. Four receivers, going to motion Snodgrass into H-back position, fake the sweep. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He is loose. Going to be all the way down to the 1-yard line. They're going to mark him down there. Great run by Hughes. Very good athlete. And the Cavs knocking on the door once again here as we come up to the 4-minute mark in the first quarter. Looking to add to 14-0 lead. Here is Hughes, QB sneak. Tush push, first down, or touchdown rather. And that is another touchdown for the Cavs. They're going to push it to 20-0 with 3 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in our first quarter as we hit the light show here at the bank. Coke on for the PAT. Good snap, good kick, it's good. Score now, College Park 21, Grand Oaks 0. Beckett Koch on to send the kickoff back deep for the 3rd time this evening. Actually, I take that back. It's the 4th time he's kicked off tonight. Send this one, once again, bouncing into and out of the end zone for a touchback. Grizzlies sideline after that last touchdown Garcimi look well and truly shell-shocked. And for good reason. That's 3 quick scores in a row by College Park. Hard to blame them, but of course, they'll have to try and rebound here, make a big play of their own to get themselves going in this football game. First and 10, Grand Oaks. Smith under center, going to hand it off straight back to Gauss. Going to go straight ahead for 4 yards. A positive gain on first down.
He is stopped by number 8, Lane Desjay. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Grizzlies.
Bring up a 2nd and 6. Going to stay under center is Smith. Go straight back to Gauss again, trying the right side. Not much there, however. Pick up a yard, bring up a 3rd down and 4.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Grizzlies.
Now back in the shotgun is Smith on this 3rd and short. Back to pass. Looks underneath, has his man's going to be caught for a first down. Number 3, Cole Griffin on that catch to move the chains.
He is taken out of bounds by number 17, Brandon Claybaugh. Results the play with a first down for the Grizzlies.
Grand Oaks gets a little bit of rhythm going with that first down conversion. Smith going to stay in the gun as he gets the play. Going to fake the handoff, looking deep. He's got a lot of time. He's going to flush right. Just has to throw it away. Nowhere to go with the football. It's a smart play by him to not force anything. Don't need another turnover right now.
I'm sure he's happy to warm up his arm a little bit after a game that's been focusing on the runs.
Yes. Yep, he wanted the deep ball there, but just had to get away from the pressure and throw it away. It'll be a tight shotgun formation here on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, going to throw it out to the flat, caught by Jackson. Going to go out of bounds after a 3-yard gain. It's the favorite target of Smith by far here so far tonight. We got 3rd down and 7. Back to pass for Smith. Pressure arriving. The play did not come off how they had it drawn up. I think maybe a screen was supposed to be on there, but it was just a busted play overall. I think Smith was looking for a player that was not in the area he expected them to be. So that'll bring the punt team out on 4th. 4th down.
I was almost thinking they'd go for it on the 4th down there.
Yes, I thought Smith was kind of hanging around on the field
Yeah,
there
I thought
for a
they were
second.
building
He
some
was
momentum.
expecting a play to come in. He's like, all right. Yeah. And Caden Rosado is going to come on to punt for Grand Oaks, a junior. Send it end over end. It's going to take a favorable bounce for the Grizzlies. College Park just has to get away from it and be down to about the 23-yard line. Yeah, it is almost, even though it's still very early, of course, not even through the first quarter, getting to the point where Grand Oaks has to start thinking about going for it on those fourth downs to, with the way College Park is executing their own offense. So as College Park takes over possession, they'll be in shotgun 4 receiver formation at 2 minutes and 1 second on the first quarter clock. Motion into the backfield, orbit motion, that's going to hit the ground. That is a live ball. Styles just has to get on it, which he does. That was a lateral. Nope, now they're going to call it incomplete pass. Okay, nope, now they are. They are going to say it was a backwards pass. I'm like, yep, that definitely looked backwards. So that'll be a loss of, it looks like, about 7 yards. Yep, bring up 2nd and 17. So he was going to bring motion across the formation with Snodgrass. Heavy pressure applied on the edge by Grand Oaks, and it's going to land for a big sack. That is the big momentum play that Grand Oaks needed to get on defense to give themselves something positive. We're going to back up College Park into a huge 3rd and long now. Backed up to their own 5-yard line. Perfectly timed blitz strategy employed by Grand Oaks on that down to get the sack. See how much College Park tries to do with this here is Hughes. Motion across. He's going to run speed option left side. They've got a lane around the left. It's a good kind of safe play to run there. It's going to bring up 4th down, but they get themselves a little bit of room to punt the ball. It's Duke Stevens on that carry on the speed option from Hughes. It's a great stop by the Grand Oaks defense to make a play for their offense. So you have Oliver Van Hinnesdale on to punt for College Park. The first quarter concludes before we can get the punt away.
Mazda and Gullo Ford are your hometown auto dealers. We have been treating customers like family since 1970. So when you're ready for a new or used vehicle, go with the name you know. Gullo. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. Shop GulloAuto.com.
So that concluded our first quarter, so we're going to switch into the field. Grand Oaks defense making a big play for their offense to force the punting situation for College Park. So on to punt for CP is Oliver Van Hinnesdale. Take a favorable roll for College Park all the way down to the 25-yard line, so they're able to flip the field position against Grand Oaks with a monster result on the end of that punt. When I watched Grand Oaks play at the Woodlands a couple of weeks ago, one thing they struggled with the most was making explosive plays down the field. They've been able to do that in prior seasons, but this year they've not managed to do that as much. They need a lot of it tonight. They're going to start on the ground here for this drive. Brian Victorian on the carry, a junior. Pick up a couple of yards to start. Shotgun 2 receiver formation for Grant Smith on the 2nd 8. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Nice lane. Victorian again. Going to set up a 3rd and short. He'll be the 2 yards short of the first down. Actually, just a yard short. 3rd and 1 coming up. Great crowd here tonight enjoying beautiful late September evening. Under the Friday night lights, motion across the formation. Going to go back to the ground, push ahead for a first down. They're going to move the chains. It's the 4th or 5th first down that Grand Oaks has picked up here tonight. Grand Oaks still relatively new to the scene. It's a 6A football school now after they came online. Pass goes incomplete to the flat. Grand Oaks formed from a combination of new neighborhoods that were built and constructed along the Grand Parkway just east of 45, and they also took a large chunk from Oak Ridge, and they helped Oak Ridge relieve a lot of the overcrowding issues they had for a few years there. Grand Oaks, just absolutely beautiful campus for anyone that hasn't seen it. Looks more like a college than a high school. Quick throw to the flat, complete. Can be just short of a first down, but it's going to bring up 3rd and short on that catch. Number 49, Cole Brawley, a senior. Three receivers set in the gun. 3rd and 3. Smith is going to adjust the play. Drop back under heavy pressure now being applied. Has to try and escape to his right. Can he turn the corner? He does, but let's see if he gets enough for the first down. He may just be short where he's being marked. Again, these defensive linemen from College Park are extremely impressive. You just watched Wims run all the way to the sideline and help prevent Smith from being able to turn it up the field. I think Grand Oaks going to mix it up here. They are going to go for it, but it's going to be more of a wildcat look here. It looks like that's exactly what they're doing. Expect the football to stay on the ground here. Now there's going to be a timeout. College Park defense wants to talk it over because they obviously know Grand Oaks is in a position in this football game now where they've got to go for it.
Definitely after a few reviving drives for them.
Yes. Yeah, Grand Oaks still in a point in the game where if they can find a way to make a play, they'll still be in it. Game just teetering on the balance for them right now. They're still in with a chance potentially, but they've got to make a play here quickly or it'll start to get a little out of hand on them on the scoreboard. As I was saying a moment ago, Grand Oaks still pretty new to the scene, having just opened really not all that long ago. played a couple of years, I think, down at the 5A level before they made the full jump up to 6A when their enrollment was high enough for them to do so. A program with a lot of potential, I feel like, just given where they are located. I know the area well, but it's always a process for a program to build up to where they're contending in the district and area. So here we go, 4th down Wildcat formation for Grand Oaks. Direct snap, but heavy penetration by College Park. They are all over it, going to tackle it for a loss. Just nothing Grand Oaks could do there. That was Keelan Gauss trying to get out of trouble, but College Park had 3 or 4 bodies that were back there immediately. And College Park's own success has been impressive to watch here in recent years when they had Coach Lonnie Madison at College Park. Before he went to take the job at Bridgeland, they had shown some nice signs of progress under his leadership. So when Coach Kyle Coates came down from DeSoto in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, had a couple of years here where he had to kind of implement his system, and now it's year 3 as the snap goes, surprises the quarterback. Now he's just got to recover it. He does, and he's going to throw it away, and impressive actually, and it's somehow caught before it hits the ground even. Wow. That is the most impressive 1-yard loss you'll ever see in this game. I've been watching high school football for well over 30 years now, and that's the most impressive 1-yard loss I've ever seen.
Wow.
Like how he was able to scoop that up and then get the ball off, let alone pass it well enough to be complete. That was incredible.
An exciting turn of events.
So shotgun 4 receivers motion across Snodgrass, going to fake the jet sweep. Now they're going to look deep up to Cromartie. He's double covered. What an interception. Outstanding play by the defensive back for the Grizzlies to undercut that route. That was beautiful defending. Number 5, Jalen Ashley, junior defensive back for the Grizzlies. And you have to admire the fight that this Grizzlies defense has shown the last 2 possessions to get the ball back to their offense and keep this game close enough to where the offense can come out and get some points and get the Grizzlies fully back in it. But Grand Oaks defense is playing really well those last couple of series. Marty's the player that College Park loves to get the ball to deep down the field on those plays, but Grand Oaks knew the threat, had double coverage on him, and got the interception. Smith back to pass, going to look over the middle, throws it just behind his intended target, Darnell Jackson. He may have had some room had he been able to catch that. The fan cam is on here in the stadium. Again, very impressive crowd on both sides, nearly full in the building tonight. Just about made it to October. Hard to believe, but we're almost there. Back to pass Smith. He's going to be under heavy pressure. He's got to escape and then try and make a play, but no one open. His intended receiver on that play was Cole Griffin, number 3. Bring up 3rd and 10, 7:48 on the clock until halftime. And for everyone on the stream, we will be turning up the field mic for halftime so you can enjoy the great performances. So stick around with us through the halftime show for both of these great schools. Shotgun 3 receivers back to pass on this 3rd and long. Throws it up the right sideline. He has Gauss complete, 1st down. Great pass and catch. And that was a really big league play by Smith. He was under heavy pressure and took a shot right when he threw that. Impressive composure, and he was standing in his end zone when he threw that. It's a bunch formation for Grand Oaks on first down, 3 receivers. Back to pass again. Throws it out to the flat quickly. Pass broken up.
This pass intended for number 6, Darnell Jackson. It is dropped, he is dropped immediately by number 5, George White. Good play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Goes 2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies offense. Going to be in a 3 receiver formation here out of the shotgun. Try to pass up the left sideline. Again, Jackson the intended target, as he's often been tonight. On the coverage is number 21, James Cabarrus, junior for College Park. We have 3rd and 10 now for Grand Oaks. Smith's going to get the ball rolled to the right, looking to throw back left. Screen almost picked off. Yeah, Esteban Asong, the senior defensive lineman for College Park, nearly had a pick 6 there. So the Cavaliers defense responds and stands strong to get the ball back in the hands of their offense, pending the result of this punt, of course. Back deep to receive for the Cavaliers is number 4, Marco Beltran, senior captain. Grand Oaks barely gets the punt away. In fact, the official signaled that it was a partial block, and that's why a flag was not thrown back in the area where the punter kicked the ball. He got contacted, but the ball had been partially blocked before that. College Park brought a lot of pressure after that punt. So shotgun 3-by-1 formation, 4 receivers. Now it's 2-by-2. Motion across the stiles. Quick throw out to the flat. Ball is caught. Run up the sideline. Number 23, Antonio Booker, a sophomore, on that catch and run. He's going to move the chains for a first down. So as mentioning briefly a couple of moments ago, Coach Kyle Coates is in his 3rd season now leading the College Park football program after coming down from state champion program at DeSoto up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Quick pass out, and again to Booker. Nice moves, made 2 men miss. Wow. Some impressive footwork by Booker. Going to be a 9-yard gain. It'll be just short of the first down. So 2-by-2 shotgun set here on 2nd and 1. Motion out empty. Hughes back to pass. Flush left. He's got a man open over the middle, but just overthrows it. It was wide open as Chavonik was wide open. Want that one back, but the beauty of that is it was 2nd and 1, so you have a 3rd and short now. to 5:41 on the time remaining until halftime. 3-by-1 shotgun formation for the Cavs. Going to motion in with Snodgrass, power run up the middle. It's a good tough run with a lot of effort there, but he may have just what he needs for the first down. Might need a measurement. Nope, they're going to go ahead and signal the chains to move first down. Looks like the nose of the ball made the line to gain. That was Duke Stevens on the carry, junior running back. Timeout to College Park down on the field to talk things over. A little bit of confusion about what they wanted to do next with their play. Yeah, Darasimi, when were you first introduced to high school football?
That's a good one. Takes me back a little bit. I want to say around 8th grade. I used to do cheer, so my first game at Wood Forest was watching when we got to cheer with some of the older girls, which was really
that's
exciting.
neat. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of what we saw in the pregame here tonight. It looked like Grand Oaks had that where they had some younger girls with the older girls doing a little routine out there. That was cute.
Yes.
Cute to see. And that's how you get a lot of people involved. I was introduced to high school football through the 5th grade program at school. Actually, they came to talk to my 5th grade class, and I was hooked. Had their letter jackets on. They looked all cool. I was like, man, I want to do that. So quick throw to the flat. Ball hits the turf. Is it going to be, they're going to call it incomplete pass. Look for a second like it might be a lateral. Yeah, the football captains from the local high school where I grew up showed up to my 5th grade class, and I was bought in from that point on. So it's like those little gestures mean a lot when it comes to the younger kids, especially. They're looking up to those high schoolers. A 3-by-1 shotgun formation for College Park, 2nd and 10. Sweep right side. That's Booker again. Been really impressive the few times he's touched the ball here tonight. Gets the edge there. 9-yard gain. College Park students have unfurled a really cool looking banner on their side of the stands. QB sneak by Hughes on 3rd and short, and he's going to push forward for the yards to gain. That first down is going to put him at the 46-yard line of Grand Oaks. 4:36 and counting until halftime. College Park kicked off to start the game, so they will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter after halftime. 2-by-2 shotgun set for Hughes on 1st and 10. Going to motion across now into the backfield. Speed option. Going to flip it out to Booker. He's got it around the right side. Gets across the 40-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd down in just a few yards. Motion into the backfield. making the sweep. Hughes going to throw the post, but it is covered. He was looking for one of his favorite targets, Julian Cromartie, a junior receiver. Grand Oaks has been paying him a lot of attention so far tonight, and he's not been able to make the usual impact he does on this game so far tonight. It's like Grand Oaks paid attention to their scouting report. They've done a good job keeping him bracketed at all times so he can't hurt them. 4 receivers in the formation, now motion out empty backfield on 3rd and 2. Hughes going to throw a quick slant. He threw that 100 miles an hour there. Again, Cromartie, intended target, takes a big hit at the end of that one. Take a brief timeout here so player can receive some attention. But Hughes really let that pass rip, fell incomplete ultimately. Yep, never like to see anybody go down on the field. Reached a bit of a stalemate as we've gotten into the second quarter of this football game. College Park did all their scoring, feel like in about a 5-minute stretch, if even that, in the first quarter. But here in the second, it's been the teams trading defensive stops. You could see player up under his own power is always walking off the field. So you think College Park, they've got the offense on the field. In this part of the field, it's 4-down territory. So it's too long to kick a field goal, too few yards to punt, so they're going to go ahead and go for it. The 2x2 shotgun formation to start. Now they're going to motion across. 3-by-1 look run, sweep left to Booker, but he's going to be slung down before he can turn the corner. And again, another very good defensive stop by this Grand Oaks defense that is growing into this football game with each series here in the second quarter. They've really made a Herculean effort here in the second quarter to keep their football team in with a chance.
Definitely looking to see if they're going to focus more on the passing game as they have been in previous drives. Because I know earlier in the game they were really trying to go for some more run plays, utilizing their great running backs. But now I think they're trying to focus more on passing.
Yeah, really have to try and find a way to make a play deep down the field vertically to one of the receivers and see if they can get one over the heads of College Park, potentially back to pass. Smith, he is looking deep. He's going to throw deep. He has a poster out on. It's caught, just like we were calling for. The ball actually is lost out of bounds. We're going to call that a fumble out of bounds. That was number 7, Jaden Mitchell, a sophomore. That's exactly what Grand Oaks needed to make happen. Offense really needing to repay their defense at this point after the effort they've made in the second quarter. As an offense, you always want to make a play when you see your defense playing so hard. The power shotgun for Grand Oaks, going to run it up the middle. It's going to be hit immediately. It's College Park getting that penetrated. That was number 6, David Sands, on the tackle. It's a senior safety. We're at 2:47 and counting until half. A tight shotgun formation. Going to roll to the right for Smith. He's going to just make it play with his legs. Touchdown. Helicopters over the goal line. Outstanding play by Grant Smith. I saw it as soon as he turned the corner. It just opened wide. There was only one option for him there. And with 2:31 on the clock until halftime, Grand Oaks is on the board, rewarding their defense for making great plays this second quarter. So they'll mess with College Park here for a second in the swinging gate. Now they're going to go for it. 2-point conversion. Impressive. So after that conversion, the score is now College Park 21, Grand Oaks 8. Impressive execution on that swinging gate to catch the Cavs off guard. So Darcimi, we've been talking this whole first half about how Grand Oaks is going to respond to kind of getting hit in the mouth, and now it's College Park's turn to show that when they've had the game kind of poised to really take it over, but Grand Oaks just hasn't let them run away on the scoreboard, and now the Grizzlies were able to come back, make a play of their own, and then punch it in for a score. So tables have turned a bit here, so the Cavs are under some pressure now to get a drive together going into halftime.
Definitely.
Again, College Park will receive to start the second half because they kicked off to start the game tonight. I'd like to thank everyone on the stream for following along with us on the Conroe ISD Athletics YouTube stream. Encourage you to subscribe to both channels for Wood Forest Bank Stadium and Moorhead Stadium to follow along with all the action this season. So onside from Grand Oaks trickles through the first line to the second line. It's going to be recovered by College Park at the 29-yard line. See if you can get us over 100 likes on this stream here tonight. That would be cool to see. We get great viewership from both of these schools. Again, 13-6A has already been very exciting just through a couple of weeks of district play, so you're going to want to be following along with us through the end of the regular season and, of course, into the state playoffs. So College Park has the ball back on their own 30, 1st and 10, 2:28 to go until half. Empty backfield after the motion out. Hughes under heavy pressure. He's going to be swallowed for a sack in the backfield, 5-yard loss. So the Grand Oaks defense continues to grow in confidence here this evening.
Definitely.
That's a 2-minute warning.
So it's a 2-minute warning, which is new to the high school football ranks this season. So just like the pros, when the clock hits 2 minutes, take a timeout. Shaping up to be a beautiful evening here in Shenandoah here as the sun, of course, is long set. And we've got the lights on here under the Friday night lights here at the bank. It's a strange sensation in the air now. It's actually kind of cool and not hot and oppressive for once. Waiting for that cold front to come through in a couple of weeks, hopefully. Make it feel a little bit more like fall, or as close as we get here in southeast Texas anyway. So 2nd and 15 after that sack by Grand Oaks. Be a quick pass to the flat. Cromartie gets his hands on the ball first time tonight for a complete pass. He's going to pick up 4 of the yards back. Be 3rd and 10 to go. So the clock is running. 1 timeout remaining for College Park. There's 2 timeouts left for Grand Oaks. 3-by-1 shotgun for Hughes. He's going to roll to the left, square up, and throw. He's got a receiver. It's complete. Had the first down, but ran backwards, and now it's going to be a yard short. Snodgrass on that catch. College Park thinking about going for it here. See how much they would like to gamble. They're going to call their final timeout to talk it over. Feel like they'll end up punting here. Looks like they've got their punt team huddled up as well. Again, they do receive in the second half, so they don't have to overextend here. Right, and the Cavalier offense is staying on the field, 3-by-1 shotgun formation. Motion across with Styles. Now they're going to run it up the middle. They're going to have enough for the first down. That was Booker on that run. So they'll move the chains. Clock stops briefly while the chains move. Now it's going to start back up again. Grand Oaks secondary has to stay alive to the deep ball threat because you know College Park's about to take a shot. Here is Hughes rolling right. He's got to get rid of it. Hits his man Styles on a great throw to the sideline. That was not an easy throw. You have to have a really strong arm to get the ball there. And Styles makes a nice catch on the sideline, and most importantly, gets out of bounds, which stops the clock with 37 seconds to go until the half. Two-by-two shotgun, back to pass. He was looking deep. Now he's got to escape up the middle under pressure. Takes a big hit. It's about a 3-yard gain. We'll cut away briefly so the player can receive some attention on the field. There's 24 seconds to go until half. College Park with a 21-8 lead and trying to see if they can get in position to maybe add to it here ahead of halftime before they receive again to start the second half. And College Park came out here early tonight and hit Grand Oaks with really a shock and awe campaign in the first quarter to score the 21 points so quickly. And since then, Grand Oaks defense has really been playing great football to keep them in the game with the chance. And then on the last drive, the Grizzlies offense was able to get in the end zone and take advantage of those stops that the defense gave them. So we're about ready to resume action here after the player received attention, came off under his own power. Again, always a great sign. Grand Oaks defense whipping their crowd into a frenzy down on the field, trying to get them behind them. So here is College Park. And in the game at quarterback now is Rodrigo Bravo, a senior. Rodrigo Bravo Jr. He's going to go back to pass. He's got to step up in the pocket, roll to the right. Just got to get rid of it now. Wasn't much he could do with that. Third down and 7, 17 seconds to go in the half. College Park still has 1 timeout remaining, 2 for Grand Oaks. It's Cromartie motioning across the formation. Bravo back to pass under pressure, setting up a middle screen. Receiver falls down, nearly picked off, incomplete. It's number 42, Scotty Rutan on the pass defense there. Nearly had the interception. Bring up a 4th and 7. 12 seconds remaining. The offense staying on the field for College Park.
Are you killing the ribbon? Yeah. Okay.
Now College Park is going to use their final timeout of the half.
College Park.
Talk things over.
Eileen, what's your favorite sport? Eileen said she would have been a volleyball pro if it wasn't for that ankle injury that she got in middle school. Right. She watches volleyball sports now. Well, man, like, and then she like tears them a new one because she could have done it better if she would have been injured with that knee injury that happened in first grade. You know.
Okay, we are ready to resume 4th and 7. Offense staying on the field still for the Cavs. 4 receivers. It's Rodrigo Bravo in at quarterback for the Cavs. Motion across the formation. Gonna flip it, going the other way. Creative play, catching Grand Oaks off guard with that one. He gets out of bounds inside the 30. He's going to have the first down also. Now the field goal team is going to come out after that creative play call by the Cavaliers. And Beckett Koch on for this field goal attempt. It'll be a 46-yard field goal.
Timeout. Grand Oaks.
Grand Oaks going to call a timeout.
Timeout.
And watching Koch kick, I know he has the leg to hit it from this far. That will not be an issue.
The skill you took in every position.
See if we get the kickoff or if Grand Oaks uses their final timeout here to make him think about it a little bit more. Again, 46-yard field goal from the right hash. Snap is back. The kick is a low line drive. Does it have the height? It does. It's good. 46-yard field goal. Beckett Koch just line drives it through. It's going to make the score College Park 24, Grand Oaks 8 after the first half. You know, turn up the field mic for y'all in the halftime, so enjoy the show. And we will be back with you after halftime for some more exciting second half football action. But enjoy this halftime show, and we will see you in a little while.
National Bank, Woodland Sports Medicine Center, Lone Star College, Artavia, Fidium Fiber, San Jose State University, the City of Shenandoah, and Safeway Drive. Also joining us in thanking the following board members in attendance tonight: Misty Oakwell, Tiffany Bowden-Nelson, Melissa Duncan, and Nicole May.
Grizzly Nation, it's halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the heart of the gang, the award-winning Grand Oaks Royal Pride Drill Team. Your Royal Pride social officers are Lexi Sanford, Elena Robinson, Jordan Uraz, Holly Garrett, Gray Bailey, Vice President Addison Hickey, and President Bella Barnhart. The Royal Pride Sergeants are Annabeth Herbstreet, Katya Royanova, Laurel Swiler, and Caitlin Ward. Spirit Girl of the Week is Blake Jackson. Dancer of the Week is Riley Burton. Star Girl of the Week is Gabby Yamon. And Faculty Member of the Week, Mr. Myers. The Royal Pride Dance Officers are Lieutenant Jara O'Farrell, Lieutenant Hope Farmer, Senior Lieutenant Carly Rogers, Senior Lieutenant Samantha Biondo, First Lieutenant Risa Kiefer, First Lieutenant Sidney Biondo, and your Captain, Amy Quinones. The Royal Pride Drill Team is under the direction of Miss Brittany Zooey and Miss Sarah Johnston. We hope you enjoyed their streamer routine to What a Man Gotta Do. Royal Pride would like to thank their sponsors: Server Monkey, AutoNation 4K, Tip Stacks and Tees, Go Mum It Up, BR Lawson & Co., Fish Inc., Fraser International Supply House, and Creekstone Outdoor Living. We greatly appreciate your support, and go Grizzlies.
It's time for band. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Grand Oaks Grizzly marching band and guard. The Grand Oaks Constable marching band is now the direction of Michael Flake, Luke Stone, Hunter Gordon, percussion director, director, Miss White. The band is on field director, Susan Director, Paper Pembroke, Senior Director, Junior Director, and Junior Director, Fiona Lawyer. The color guard and the captain, William Slogan, Peggy Sunderland, second guard, Sidney Rose. And we're at the Official of the week is Greta. Veteran of the week is Nathan Green. Footman of the week is Elias Hughes. Lineman of the week is Wendy Green. Coachman of the week is Lyle Shaw. The Rainbows Commander is Roxanne Pickens for all parents, volunteers, staff, administrators, and sponsors that are helping to make these greatest time for practice in the year. Go Geo!
Ladies and gentlemen, performing tonight for your viewing pleasure of the award-winning programs of the College Park Cavalier Marching Band, the College Park Grenadiers, and our featured twirler, Jason Conway, under the coaching of Kaylee Mickey and Madison McCurdy. The Woodlands College Park High School is proud to present the award-winning Grenadiers. Grenadiers under the direction of Miss Allison Lowry and Hillary Bricker. Tonight, we have our annual Bob and Sue performances as our Sues are joined by their parents. Welcome to all our Bobs. In honor of our Bobs and Sues, here are our Bob officers tonight. The social Bob officers are President John Davenport, Vice President David Tooley, Spirit Chair, Zach Hinshaw. New member liaisons, Jason McDonald and Isabella Pardo. The Bob officers are Major Chad Sickles, Lieutenant Major Zachary Belchner, Junior Lieutenants Eddie McGrath, David Rickabaugh, and Matt Travis. The Rookie Bob of the Week is Brad Dewar. The Spirit Bob of the Week is David Meredith. And the Bob of the Week is Jake Miller. Tonight, our Bobs and Sues will be performing their halftime routine to My Girl. Take it away, Bobs and Sues. Ladies and gentlemen, now forming on the Woodford Stadium field is the 240-member strong Mighty Captain Marching Band. The Cavalier Band would also like to welcome the 120-member Knox Band joining us tonight, as well as the Knox Quarter and Abigail Goring. The band will be performing with the high school band on the field at the end of the show. The Knox Band is led by Ms. Jennifer Dillard, Cameron Ahmed, and Andres Garcia. Cavalier Band would also like to extend a big Texas-sized thank you and appreciation to our royal partner sponsors for this season, Express Family Clinic and KISS Aesthetics. We really appreciate all your support of our band. We would also like to wish good luck to the Cavalier Band marching in BOA competition here at Woodford Stadium tomorrow at 1:30, as well as the Grand Oaks Band marching in BOA San Marcos tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Good luck to the bands marching in these competitions. Award-winning Cavalier Band is under direction of Mr. Jeff Goring. Assistant Band Director is Mr. Aaron Owens. The Percussion Director is Mr. Rob Zavala. And the Color Guard Director is Mr. Fernando Rodriguez. Your Cavalier Band drum makers are Owen Herring, Alexander Barris, Ella Wagner, and Derek Walker. Our section of the week is the Knox Band. Tonight, our band is excited to show you parts 1, 2, and 3 of our 2025 show titled Glow. And now, get ready to enjoy a great show. It's time to watch these great young men and women perform for you the sights and sounds of the award-winning Captain Marching Band. a great second half, and go Cavs.
Before we start the second half, Conrad Steve would like to thank the press box sponsors for the 2025 season. BJ's Restaurant, Porcino Shopping Center, Shenandoah, Lucas Bethel, Porcino Shopping Center, Buffalo Wild Wings, Porcino Shopping Center, Shenandoah, Chili's Lake Woodlands and Indian Springs, Chili's of Shenandoah, Culver's of Conroe, Dan Buster's of Shenandoah, Gringos of Conroe, Forgiveness Barbecue of Conroe, FX Steakhouse of Conroe, Pedro's Taco Bar of Conroe, Raising Canes of Conroe, The Woodlands of Raven Road, Red Robin Shenandoah, Russo's New York Pizzeria Conroe, Shake Shack of Woodlands, Spring Creek Barbecue, Porcino Shopping Center, Shenandoah, Burgers Country Cafe of Conroe, Winston Conroe, and Walk-On's Beach Grill Conroe.
And after that halftime show, we are back with you here to start the third quarter. We hope you all enjoyed that great halftime show between College Park and Grand Oaks. Awesome stuff on display there at halftime. So Grand Oaks has already come through their tunnel, through the orange smoke, and now College Park under their float, about to run out here. College Park will receive to start our action here in the third quarter. The 24-8 lead after a first half that was characterized by a hot start by College Park. They went up 21-0, and then Grand Oaks had a very strong response in the second quarter, particularly on the defensive side of the ball, until College Park added a 46-yard field goal right before halftime to put the score where it is now. And College Park looking to maintain their undefeated overall start to the season. They're 4-0, 2-0 in district, and Grand Oaks 1-1 in district, 3-1 overall themselves. Key for Grand Oaks coming out here in the third quarter will be playing more of the defense that gave them a chance to stay in this game in the second quarter. College Park's return unit is huddled on their sideline here, getting ready to take the field.
Cavaliers will receive the second half kickoff. Thank you for receiving the Cavaliers number 4.
Again, my name is Jeremy McGrail, joined on tonight's broadcast by Darasimi, one of our students, Conroe ISD, junior at the Woodlands. So we hope y'all are enjoying this Friday Night Lights action with us here from Wood Forest Bank Stadium. It's an onside attempt, but it's cleanly fielded by College Park. Grand Oaks trying to make something happen to start the second half, but it was well fielded by the Cavaliers. So for College Park, it's Tate Chavonik who's going to take the snap from the quarterback position here. It's a bunch 3 receiver set in the shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff, try and go up the middle, but he is tackled immediately. Nowhere to go. It's Cullen Thompson on that tackle for the Grizzlies. 4-yard loss. Chavonik's going to stay in at quarterback here. Shotgun 4 receiver set, 3-by-1. In second and 14. There's going to be a timeout to College Park.
Timeout. College Park.
Anything but summer. Anything but summer. So why does he live here? I have no idea. It's summer year round.
Grand Oaks has been playing really good defense now for well over a quarter since they got hit with those early big plays that we saw tonight in the first quarter. The challenge is on College Park to break back through that defense and see if they can make their big plays once again tonight. And College Park will be making the trip up 45 to play Willis this time next week. Willis, having beat the Woodlands last week, is in the current driver's seat for a district title. And for Grand Oaks, their next opponent will be New Caney next week after tonight's action, but still business to take care of here tonight. Rodrigo Bravo hands it off on the sweep to Antonio Booker. He's going to be tripped up after a gain of a few. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Cavaliers starter Camden Hughes at quarterback, forced out of the game at least temporarily here to start the second half. It's Rodrigo Bravo in the split back shotgun. 3 receivers. Going to hand it off. Had some trouble getting that clean. He's going to keep it and go straight up the middle. Just going to pick up a few. It's going to be 4th down, though. The punt team is going to come out for College Park, so job done by the Grizzlies defense. Ben Hinsdale comes out to punt the ball for College Park. It's number 13, Jacoby Andrews, back to receive for Grand Oaks. It's a really great opportunity now for Grand Oaks to get all the way back in this football game if they can score. On this possession, Andrews is going to be pushed deep. He's going to field it, try and get out of there, but he's slung down back inside his own 10, so it's going to be negative field position here for the Grizzlies to start this drive. So our head official needed some help there. There's a lot of people rushing to his aid. Good to see. He's up and moving on his own. Have a player down receiving some attention on the field as well. So cut away here for a second. As I mentioned a moment ago, after tonight, Grand Oaks will play New Caney next week in continuation of their district schedule. So obviously tonight, in an ideal world, Grand Oaks would love to get this win over a team that is currently ahead of them in the standings, but even if they don't, their playoff dream is still alive and well, because what it looks like based on the standings right now is that you'll have Conroe, Oak Ridge, Grand Oaks, kind of all in contention, and New Caney potentially contending for the last playoff position in 13-6A, no matter what happens here tonight. So Grand Oaks definitely still in it, regardless of how things turn out tonight, but they've got a chance to get back into this one here as they take over possession, pinned deep. They're going to try and run to make a little room. Be no gain on that run. We have 2nd down and 8. Fake the handoff back to pass, has to get rid of it, overthrows the receiver, was under heavy pressure in his own end zone. Smith had to get rid of that to avoid the safety. It's number 7, Jaden Mitchell, his intended receiver, a sophomore receiver. 3rd down and 8. Here's Smith back to pass. Gonna sling it underneath, incomplete. It's intended for Jaden Mitchell. The Cap defense gets a stop, and now the punt unit's going to come out. Back deep for College Park. It's number 4, Marco Beltran, senior team captain. As soon as we are able to get the punt up, the player receiving some attention on the field as we cut away briefly for that. And so far here, are seeming to start the third, more of kind of what we saw at the end of the first half, which is kind of the defenses have taken over this game a little bit. But pending the results of this punt, College Park should have some really good field position here coming up. Grand Oaks will be punting from their own end zone here, so we'll see if College Park brings pressure. No, they're going to sit back on it, actually, and let the punt get off. Beltran going to run up and catch it on the run. Risky, but he fields it cleanly. Picks up a little chunky yards before being forced out of bounds. So excellent field position here for the Cavaliers offense to start this drive. Looks like Chavonic's going to come back out at the quarterback position in the Wildcat-style offense that they've been running with him in the game at QB. They're going to mix up, looks like Chavonic and Bravo at quarterback this half if Hughes is unable to get back in the game. Swing pass to the right, now double pass. Wide open, Cromartie's got it. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Jordan Stiles to Julian Cromartie, rather. I was about to say Antonio Cromartie, former NFL player, but this is Julian Cromartie on the touchdown grab as we hit the lights here again at the bank. So on that pass, it was Tate Chavonic passing to Jordan Stiles, and then Stiles flipping it down the field to a wide open Julian Cromartie for the touchdown, extending the lead to College Park 30, Grand Oaks 8. The kick is up and through. That'll bring our score to College Park 31, Grand Oaks 8, with 8 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third quarter. It's the second time tonight we've seen College Park hit a razzle-dazzle play for a big gain.
Hey fans, Video Fiber Internet is here. With Video, you get lightning fast speeds up to 2 gigs, and prices start at just $20 a month with a 2-year price lock, no contract. Find out more at videofiber.com/CISD.
Beckett Koch on to kick the ball off here, back to Grand Oaks.
Back deep to receive for the Grand Oaks Grizzlies is number 6, Darnell Jackson Jr., and number 7, Jaden Mitchell.
Koch going to send it deep. It's going to go out of the end zone. Into the end zone, rather, and be down for a touchback. So Grand Oaks first and 10 with the ball. Trying to run it up inside, no room. Be stopped for maybe a slight gain, not much, about a yard. There's Grant Smith back in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers in his formation on 2nd and 9. Gonna roll right. Nowhere to go. He's just got to throw the ball into the ground to avoid the sack. Bring up 3rd and long.
Quarterback number 11, Grant Smith. Pass ball's incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Back to pass 3rd and 9. Smith, he's looking deep. He's going to throw it over the middle now, incomplete. Couldn't quite make the connection. Even had it been caught, it looked like it was going to be a yard short of the first down. So Beltran will go back deep once again to field this punt for College Park. On to punt for Grand Oaks, Caden Rosado. Heavy pressure applied, but gets the punt away. It's going to bounce out of bounds. It's going to be in Grand Oaks territory, so excellent field position for College Park once again. Hughes is going to remain on the sideline here, so it'll be Chovanek back in at QB with Duke Stevens in the backfield. 3-by-1 shotgun. Going to hand it off inside to Stevens, going to pick up just a yard. Cut away briefly so player can receive some attention. A few injuries here tonight, so hopefully everybody is going to be okay, nothing serious. Player already up on his feet and walking off on his own. Subbing in for College Park at running back now will be number 23, Antonio Booker, most likely. And that's who it is, alongside Chovanek in the backfield. Quick throw to the left. But Grand Oaks had called a timeout before that play got off. So we'll repeat that 2nd down after this timeout. Again, College Park leading 31-8. They hit a double pass touchdown on their last possession from Stiles to Cromartie. Play ready to resume here. Got Chovanek and Booker in the backfield for the Cavs. Motion out of the backfield. Javonic, keeper up the middle. Going to use his speed to thrust forward as far as he can. Going to be close to the first down. Bring up a third and short, about 2 yards. 3 yards.
That'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Cats.
Yeah, so I started watercoloring and I picked up the trombone at the same time. And then, yeah, so I did a couple.
Go 3x1 shotgun.
Couple shows.
Now empty. Javonic going to throw a quick slant. Flag is down. Play will result in a first down depending on what this flag is. It's going to be offsides against Grand Oaks, so this first down will stand. It's going to be declined by College Park, of course. That pass was completed to Brian Snodgrass, junior receiver, to move the chains on that quick slant from Javonic. We have 3 receivers in the formation. It's going to be a quarterback sweep by Javonic. He's going to spin and carry defenders forward. Good effort on that run. Close to another first down. Be a 9-yard gain.
He's tackled on the play by number 5, Jalen Ashley. Brings up 2nd and short for the Cats.
College Park, a touchdown here would go a long way to putting this game on ice or getting very close to it. It's Booker, handoff around the left side, fighting for the first down, but he's going to be short. It's a good effort by both him as a runner and the Grand Oaks defense for stringing that out and making the tackle.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 2.
Be 3rd and 2. Duke Stevens will sub back into the game at running back.
Yeah, so like I always find something to be really interested in, and then I like spend money on it. I kind of master it, but I get it to where I can produce something from it, and I enjoy it. Like I crochet.
Go 3 receiver shotgun for Javonic here on 3rd and 2. Motion into the backfield now. Power run. Javonic keeping up the middle. He's going to have the first down. Still fighting for yardage. Blow it down at about the 16-yard line of Grand Oaks. The chains move for the Cavs. Controlling the ball and wearing down Grand Oaks here in the second half so far. It's methodical. Motion into the backfield. Javonic keeps. He's going to be stacked up after a yard.
Hit hard by number 30, Kevin Ross. Gain of 1, 2nd down.
Shotgun 3 receiver formation. Javonic speed option left, pitches. Stevens going to try and get around that edge. Just picks up a few. Be short of the first down, bring up 3rd and medium. About a 3rd and 6. There's 4 receivers in the formation now for College Park. Jovanik back to pass. Now he's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw over there. Single coverage. Does he come down with it? No, it's going to be signaled incomplete. It was Cromartie, his intended target. So both the defensive back and the receiver had a chance to make a play on that pass. Just goes over the outstretched hands of the defensive back, and then Cromartie almost comes down with a great catch in the end zone. So Koch and the field goal team will come back onto the field. And this one will be much shorter than the 46-yarder he nailed right before halftime. It'll be a 29-yard field goal from the left hash. 2:41 to go in the third quarter.
Timeout, College Park.
College Park going to call a timeout. All right, the teams have broken the huddle, ready to resume action here on this fourth down. Be a field goal try by Beckett Koch. Again, 29-yarder. Ball will be held at the 19. Snap back. Kick is up and good. And that'll take our score to College Park 34, Grand Oaks 8. Second made field goal of the evening for Beckett Koch. Junior kicker for the Cavs, and with that field goal, College Park applying a slower submission hold here in the third quarter, but a submission hold nonetheless on this game. So they are looking to be in great shape now to move to 5-0 on the season and 3-0 in district. They can close this out tonight here in the fourth quarter.
In the kickoff for the Cavaliers is number 80, Beckett Koch. Back deep for receiver, Grand Oaks, number 3. Cole Griffin, number 13. Cody Evans.
Kick is away. It's going to be bouncing towards the end zone. Not going to quite make it, so Grand Oaks has got to pick it up and try and make something happen. Return man gets what he can, and he's going to be stacked up at about the 14-yard line, maybe where the spot comes in. We'll see. Looks like that's where they will put the ball down, so Grand Oaks be pinned deep in their own territory starting this possession. Yeah, thank those of you with us here tonight, staying up late with us here on a Friday night. Make sure you follow both channels for Conroe ISD Athletics for this Wood Forest Stadium, in addition to Moorhead, so you can follow all the Conroe ISD 13-6A action this season with us. Deep pass attempt by Smith up the right sideline. Incomplete. Wanted Jaden Mitchell, a sophomore receiver there. He's been looking for him a few times here in the second half. 2nd and 10 and 3 receiver formation. Back to pass again for Smith. Heavy pressure being applied up the middle. Has to just get rid of it. Does, but it's only going to advance the ball a couple of yards. Bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 8. I believe I saw number 98, R.J. Wims, fly in there for College Park on that pressure. The 3rd and 7 on the down and distance. Come up to the 2-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Tight formation for Grand Oaks. Back to pass, rolling left. Smith trying to square up to get a throwaway, but can't. Has heavy pressure coming from behind. It was number 17, Brandon Claybaugh. Sophomore breaking that up, and he also had R.J. Wims once again in support, applying the pressure alongside. So a couple of sophomores there causing problems. So Grand Oaks forced to bring the punting team back out. Once again, College Park, pending the result of this punt, should have excellent field position. Beltran back to receive. Punt gets away. It's going to hit the turf. Beltran's going to field it and then be hit immediately. Wanted to try and do something with it. It was on the cook, on the hit number 80, Peyton Nickel, the junior. So as we've seen in the second half, you got Tate Chavonik in a quarterback alongside Duke Stevens with him in the backfield. First and 10 at the 40. Inside handoff. Stevens, he's loose up the middle. He's going to hit the afterburners, but he's going to be wrestled down, but not before he reaches the 31-yard line of Grand Oaks on an explosive run up the middle of the field. Here we go, 1st and 10, 4 receivers in the formation for College Park. Chavonik gets the ball, quick pass right, complete to Cromartie. Julian Cromartie's going to turn inside. There's a flag that comes down. See who that goes against. Usually not great news for the offense. Probably going to be a hold. Back it up 10 yards.
On the offense.
That's exactly what we have, offensive holding. Looked like a perimeter block, which is where the flag was thrown, the block that was meant to spring the receiver loose on that.
We got holding on the offense, number 10. Bring up 1st down.
That penalty backs up the Cavaliers a 1st and 20, right?
Get motion into the backfield. Jet sweep handoff, right side Jordan Stiles. Going to pick up a few yards before he's pushed out of bounds. Unceremonious fashion. Bring up a 2nd and 18. Four receiver shotgun for Chavonik. Take the snap. Sprint right and hands it off going the opposite way. Styles again looking for a double pass. Wants Cromartie once again. They're going to say it's caught inbounds. Excellent job of getting a foot down. Julian Cromartie, what a catch. It's the second time he and Styles have hooked up on a pass. Drops it in the bucket. The official was right on the spot to make a good call on that. Cromartie displaying what we call toe drag swag in the business. 4 receivers set in the shotgun. Quick pass left side. That's Styles. He's going to pick up about 5 yards before he's pushed out.
Brings up second and 5.
Go motion into the backfield. Handoff on the sweep. That's Booker. He's going to lower his head and try and power forward for a couple more yards. He's going to pick up a few down to the 10. It's our third quarter clock about to run out here in about 20 seconds and counting. Looks like we're going to go ahead and get to the fourth quarter here as the teams come to the sideline, and we'll make a long jog down the field to flip ends here for the final quarter of action here tonight. College Park leading 34-8 after 3. They were ahead 24-8 at halftime, so they tack on a touchdown and a field goal in the third quarter to extend the lead and keep Grand Oaks at bay. From what I've seen in the district so far, I believe one of the most important games as far as determining who gets the last playoff spot in 13-6A will be when Grand Oaks takes on Conroe High. I think that's going to give us quite a few answers as to who gets that last playoff spot. I watched Conroe play New Caney and beat them last week up at Moorhead. The top 3, of course, at this point looks like Willis, the Woodlands, and College Park. Willis and the Woodlands played last week in Willis, with Willis getting that win 42-30. College Park will get their crack at the Cats next week up there also in Willis. 3-by-1 shotgun. Motion out. Empty backfield. Javanish just going to QB draw straight up the middle. He's going to have a touchdown dives. He's got it. Touchdown Cavaliers. Tate Chavanik into the end zone with the flare to boot, jumping in across the goal line. Going to take our score to College Park 40, Grand Oaks 8. First play in the fourth quarter hits pay dirt. Becky Koch on for the point after. Kick is up and good, so that'll take the score. College Park 41, Grand Oaks 8. 11:55 remaining in our game tonight. Cruise control activated for the Cavaliers. College Park band having a lot of fun right here in front of us in the press box. Enjoying themselves here tonight. Grand Oaks band also participating. Festivities. So this kick is going to go out of bounds. It's actually going to be marked out at the 8-yard line because I believe a Grand Oaks player touched it as it was going out of bounds. So Grand Oaks be pinned deep. Ball spotted on the 8-yard line here, 1st and 10. QB keeper. It's a fake on the sweep. Smith deciding to take it himself, but nowhere to run there. He stacked up no yards on that, or maybe they'll give him a yard actually. Back to pass, Grand Oaks. Heavy pressure being applied. Smith having to run for his life and just throw it out of bounds. Flag comes down. That'll be a grounding call. There's another flag thrown back by the quarterback. See if they're both the same thing. Yep, both flags thrown for grounding. That'll move the ball back with the loss down. Split back shotgun for Smith. Handoff left side sweep into some space. A rare time we've seen some space in the ground game for Grand Oaks tonight. That was Brian Victorian on the carry. Be right on the first down. It will move the chains. First and 10 here, shotgun, 3 receivers for Grand Oaks. Back to pass, Smith going to fling it to the left. Pass is caught. First and 10 here for Grand Oaks and Grant Smith. Going to hand it off inside. Nothing there. Now he's going to squirt out of it, actually. Great effort. Didn't stop. Looked like he was stopped, and then he just flew right out of there for 8-yard gain. That was Victorian on that carry. Completes the pass for the first down. Going to move the chains again. Pass completed to number 49, Cole Brawley, a senior. Handoff inside. That one's going to be stopped for a 1-yard gain.
Number 17, Brian Cobalt. Brandon play ball. Short game, second and 1.
Shotgun, 2 receivers. Back to pass Smith. Heavy pressure applied up the middle, gets the throwaway. It's going to be complete, close to a first down. 9-yard gain. Flag comes in late, probably roughing on the quarterback, so it's going to tack some yards on for Grand Oaks.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. So we have first down.
And that's exactly what we get. Going to move the yards. 15 yards on the end of that. Personal foul. 8:42 remaining in our game tonight. A 41-8 lead for College Park. Throw to the right, too high for the receiver, intended for Jaden Mitchell. Back to pass. Smith up the left sideline, hangs it up for his receiver, but it's going to be broken up. Good coverage at the last moment there. Looked like it might have a chance there for a second. Bring up 3rd and 10. Darnell Jackson, the intended receiver on that. Go 3rd and 10, back to pass to Smith. Pressure being applied, throws it underneath, but incomplete. Slightly behind the intended target, number 49, Cole Brawley, who's caught a few passes here tonight. Bring up 4th down, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Smith back pass, going to throw back left side, looking for the screen. Completed initially, but player is hit hard after he caught that. They are going to signal it a catch and fumble, which College Park has recovered. That was Keelan Gauss, the intended receiver. Looks like coming up with the football is Esteban Asong, a senior defensive lineman for College Park. Grand Oaks trying to set up that screen. Rolled right initially, then doing a throwback screen to the left. College Park all over it. Asong applying the hit and recovering that fumble. So with 8 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the game, College Park offense back on the field. reverse flea flicker. Chobanic throwing deep down the right sideline. Excellent pass, but off the hands of the receiver. It's an excellently thrown football. It's Brian Snodgrass, the intended receiver, a junior. It's a 4-receiver shotgun in formation for College Park. Quick throw to the right. Stiles has caught it. He's going to turn inside and hit his speed there. Nearly broke that loose for a touchdown. He's going to pick up a chunky yard, set up a 3rd and short. Be a 3rd and about 4. College Park going to call a timeout.
Hold up. Let's get into this sweet game topic. Let's get into this. Hold up. You say yams with marshmallow on top?
Yeah. I said sweet potatoes with marshmallow on top.
What a yam is.
Well, except the yams are from Africa and sweet potatoes are from America.
I saw a TikTok that said anybody who says yams is black, and I'm like, oh.
It's not true.
No. I have no idea. No. Thank you for welcoming me into the brotherhood. I guess. What did you say brotherhood? Like, I've seen all the stuff coming in. Okay, Milton. Let's get into sweet potato talk. All right, he says, guys, sweet potatoes and marshmallows on top, which means put a lot of
So 3rd and 4, 7:13 remaining in the game. Motion out, empty backfield. See if Chobanic just keeps it on a draw. Yep, that's what he's doing. Straight up the gut. He's going to have the first down by a few yards. And we'll move the chains as College Park moves back into Grand Oaks territory. Yeah, empty backfield again, 5 receivers. Stevens motions in, going to be handed the ball on a sweep to the right side. Going to pick up a few yards before he's slung down by the Grizzlies defense.
What's your best Thanksgiving snack? Hors d'oeuvre.
deviled eggs. Best Thanksgiving hors d'oeuvre. Like, that deviled egg ain't making it to me. Like, I am eating that. I'm sneaking it.
We have Chobanic in the backfield, 4-receiver formation, 3-by-1. Quick throw out to the right. Going to be caught by Stevens, but he's got nowhere to go with that. Going to be tackled for a loss. Lose a chunky yards, about 5 or 6 yard loss there. It's a swing pass out of the backfield, just no space to work with there. College Park yet to be challenged this season in any way on the scoreboard, but I feel like next week's game is going to be where that changes potentially when they make the trip up 45 to play in Willis, but we shall see. Willis, of course, beating the Woodlands last week, so for College Park, it'll be a chance for them to stamp their credentials in terms of contending for a district championship potentially this season if they can make that trip up the road and get a win in a place that's really tough to get a win against Jermaine Bishop Jr., one of the best players not only in the state of Texas but in the entire United States this year, and had a 5 or 6 touchdown game against the Woodlands last week to prove just how good he is. So for College Park, that's going to be the big test of the regular season, along with the Woodlands when they play the local rivalry game a little later on. So 3rd and long. Pump fake, pressure in Javonic's face. He just got to eat that. Stays on his feet. Say he did not go down. Excellent play to get some of that lost yardage back, but still be well short of the line to gain for the first down. So the punt team's going to come onto the field for the Cavs. Excellent effort. Looked like he went down, but the officials did not blow that down, and he kept on running. Wish that game against Willis next week was one that we could carry on our Conroe ISD YouTube channel, but since it's up there at Yates Stadium in Willis, we will not have that on our channel, of course.
Delay of the game. Offense.
Have a delay of game on College Park. Back him up, give him a little bit more room to punt. Van Hinnestale back to punt for the Cavs, and back deep to return for Grand Oaks is number 13, Jacoby Andrews, a senior. Punt is away, the line drive, going to hit the turf and bounce. Take a very favorable bounce for College Park. Roll just inside the 10 where they're going to down it at the 9. Going to move it up to the 10, actually. Got 3 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in our game tonight. College Park seeing out a 41-8 advantage. Move them to 5-0 on the season, 3-0 in district. Grand Oaks will drop to 3-2 overall and 1-2 in district. As I mentioned a little earlier on in the broadcast, playoff dream still alive and well for the Grizzlies, independent of this result. So now into the game for the Grizzlies. Quarterback backup coming in, and he is loose. He's going to the 40, 30. They're not going to catch him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. How's that for play one coming into the game? Pearson Lackey, your junior quarterback, coming into the game and immediately house call from over 90 yards away. Spotted it more or less on the 10, just inside the 10. And I saw this the last time that I watched the Grizzlies play. He came into the game against the Woodlands at various points and showed that speed he has running the football. A good athlete, clearly, and they're going to go for 2 on the swinging gate like they did earlier on in the game. This time they're going to be stopped, however. So with that, the score is going to be College Park 41, Grand Oaks 14. 3:19 left in the game. It's your standard zone read fake, and Lackey showing his speed, perhaps surprising the Cavs there with just how fast he is. He wears the blue shoes for a reason.
Kicking the onside kick is number 35, King Rosado.
One more on the College Park team.
Having a fan cam battle between the two bands on the Jumbotron here in the stadium. As Grand Oaks set up for the onside kick. They're going to bounce it. Does, but it's cleanly fielded by the Cavaliers. The hands team does their job.
Good hands on the onside kick. Cavaliers take over first and 10.
So in for College Park at quarterback is Rodrigo Bravo, senior quarterback for the Cavs. Going to hand it off. First down, going to be tackled for a few yards loss. Number 25, Luke Harrison on that carry. Run up the middle, going to pick up the lost yardage. And a couple more, about a 5-yard gain there for Harrison. Game at running back for College Park, John Del Valle.
That'll be the 2-minute warning.
A 2-minute warning here in our game tonight. Just 2 minutes left until we finish proceedings here from the bank. College Park keep their undefeated season alive going into that huge showdown against Willis at the Yates Stadium next week. Go a long way to showing us just how strong this College Park team is across the board this season. If they can go in there hopefully full strength health-wise after tonight, avoid any major issues. Bravo, quick pass out right side complete. Receiver fighting for extra yardage. Going to be a few yards short of the line to gain for the first down. Bring up fourth down. The punt team will come out. We thank everyone for joining us on this live stream tonight on the YouTube channel for Conroe ISD Athletics. Hope y'all have enjoyed following along these proceedings with us here from Wood Forest Bank Stadium. We are well and truly in the thick of the season. We are officially at the halfway point after tonight. 5 games in. 5 still to go in the regular season. Delay of game on College Park punt team here. Back it up a little bit. Yeah, it feels like we just started and we're already halfway done with the regular season on the way to the playoffs. The standings, all of these games critically important. these teams and trying to extend their season into the postseason. Punt, fair catch. Bobbled on that catch, but I think he recovered it there in the end to preserve possession for Grand Oaks. 1:03 left in our game tonight. A few more snaps of the ball, and we will be done here this evening. Should be the final snap of the evening here. To be a run to the left side by Victorian. Can be close to a first down. Move the chains here for a second. See if we squeeze one more play in. Clock is going to run here. Looks like Grand Oaks wants to get in one more, perhaps. They do. Snap is off. Victorian tries the left side, nearly sprung loose. Going to be tackled, and that's going to finish the action for tonight. So final score from Woodforest Stadium is going to be College Park 41, Grand Oaks 14. So College Park staying undefeated on the year, moving to 5-0, 3-0 in district, 3-2 for Grand Oaks overall, 1-2 in district. Y'all enjoyed following this game along with us tonight, and we will see you when we are next in action here, both at the bank and, of course, Woodforest. Follow the games on both channels on our Condor ISD Athletics YouTube channels. And for Darcini, I am Jeremy McRail, and we will see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.